Since the 1st of January, I started keeping a journal. So it's been about a week now, and it's been a very interesting experience. Before that, I was always kind of skeptical about paper notebooks and taking your notes on paper because I like to do that digitally, like immediately get it into Evernote, into Asana, and I still do that. But when I was reading, I'm reading Tools of Titans by Tim Ferriss, and he was talking about a journal, and that kind of inspired me to give it a try. And also, somebody recently just gave me a notebook and also a nice pen, so I had those things anyway. And I then realized there's a different purpose to the journal, which is kind of self-reflection. So the nice thing about the journal, the diary, is that you can kind of ask yourself questions. So what I started doing is at the beginning of the day, which kind of based on the 5-minute journal, sit down, ask yourself, what are you grateful for, and what would make today great. And then at the end of the day, kind of review that and write down what made it an amazing day and which things could have gone better. And surprisingly, as I started doing that, it really already changed my day somehow, because I don't know what it is, but I think it's because you don't keep things in your head, but you actually put it down in paper. It's a bigger commitment. So I did anything from saying like, I hope today that maybe this person returns my call or my email. I should really reach out to a certain person. Or another thing, that I want to stop nail biting, which is one of the last few bad habits I have. And by actually writing it down and reviewing it throughout the day, somehow those things really started happening. So it's hard to explain why that is, but it's really made a difference. And then on top of that, I've started to use it to really reflect on my thoughts throughout the day as well. So I don't use it to take notes. I don't use it to write down ideas, because I do that all digitally. But it's more to kind of ask myself questions and capture thoughts that are going on that later on might be useful. So far I find it an extremely valuable process, and I can highly recommend giving it a try.